about some stuff related to content creators and streamers. I just want to be quite clear about this, okay? I just thought I should actually make it really dastardly clear. I should really just make it dastardly clear to anyone who's actually checking out stuff. And I mean, people should check out stuff. There's no wonder, I mean, okay? It is quite the introduction to the problems that Dr. Disrespect had after he was suspended and banned from Twitch. Dr. Disrespect is a different type of streamer, someone who doesn't easily bow down to a certain narrative, to a certain type of movement or stuff like that. He's just himself. He's just a regular gamer. He's definitely hyping up people who are watching him. But out came the allegations against him about him sexting a minor. A lot of people got on the hype train for that. Now it's coming out that there's more to this story behind the allegations, behind Twitch performing a deed that was actually valid. The thing is, it's only clear that every action taken against Dr. Disrespect, it has only ended without any official law enforcement body being involved in it. Because first off, for some reason, it did not warrant any warrant of arrest or warrant that needs searching his house or something like that. It's just basically the context of it is no crime was committed, and apparently there was a rat within his team. There was a rat within his organization. He actually manipulated the one who Dr. Disrespect had talked to, the minor in question. Manipulated this minor of sorts to actually file a report against Dr. Disrespect. So when that report came out, the enforcement body of Twitch, they themselves dismissed this report. But this guy, the rat in Dr. Disrespect's team, actually had a friend inside this enforcement body on Twitch. And holy shit, god damn! When I first heard about this, I thought I had to pause. Thought it would actually be better if I'm reacting to this live. It would be better if this was reacted to live, so here we are. It is quite important that people get the context as to why he was suspended and banned from a platform for things that are taken out of context. For some reason, the allegations he's meeting right now, he is making confirmations of sorts that internal comments and conversations had confirmed that indeed Doc had nothing to do with sexting a minor at all. He had nothing to do about that. That's coming out. He's addressing it here. He is streaming. Asmongold is reacting to it. I'm gonna react to it. This is unbelievably crazy. I thought this was over. This was not over and done with. There's more to this, isn't there? We're gonna be watching this. We're gonna see for ourselves how disappointed Dr. Disrespect is and how so rage quitting this kind of situation is. So this is not over. There are some things that Twitch had done that they cannot take back now. Right. We're gonna see what this is all about. And this is about him talking about all of this. So yeah.
For almost 4 years, champs, the public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all right, missed the point with my personal statement,
here we go.
Maybe it's time to tell my side of the story.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Good.
Yes!
You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case.
Okay. Right?
I respected those rules.
True.
My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement.
Right.
However, if one side violated that confidentiality,
then you can
then
say
the other
his
side could respond.
That's right. Okay.
And again,
now this is all right.
Champs,
let's go.
Again, I respected all the confidential obligations.
That's right.
Right.
But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations.
Oh.
I mean, they wanted to actually break out the news to everyone informally. It is actually informal. Unfortunately, it is informal. To actually break out the news that he was actually sexting a minor, but the words used, incredibly dubious. It is what it is, the way it was said, the statement sexting a minor. People would immediately lose their shit on that one. A respected creator or a streamer would actually not be able to defend himself easily, but, and I mean it, I've heard I heard some of his speech from this, and there was reason for it not to involve official law enforcement bodies. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it from him, actually. Yeah.
Cody Connors,
By name.
ex-Twitch employee,
By name.
wasn't even involved. Leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later, Cody, why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020.
Okay.
Well, I mean, for what?
Call him
Cody?
a rat.
Why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the two-time? Did you not know the repercussions
Lies?
of accusing me, Cody Connors?
But didn't you...
You see, you don't know shit, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any first-hand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch. You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages?
That's
Do you
what
even
was
know what
said.
the legal definition of sexting
He was
is?
not allowed to say anything.
And yeah, I used Twitch's Whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also
Okay.
said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages? You didn't. Neither did any of these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban. You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but
It's
you're wrong.
true.
Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever.
Uh-huh.
Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well. I suspect all of you sort of planned and coordinated this attack. These big-time publications, these journalists, these various outlets.
This part of the speech. I was wondering about this, actually. This part of the speech made me actually think. If timing was so important, then I think it makes sense. If the timing was so important, then I think yes. This would absolutely make sense. That even the big publishers would get on right on this. The moment the news would break out. This disgruntled employee had people, probably people who are working for these journalistic bodies, who wanted to actually pass on this so-called evidence or whistleblowing, whatever. How credible was it? How actually credible was this? And this is him not talking about the rat in his team yet. This is him not talking about the rat in his team yet. This is him not talking about it yet. Let's watch this some more.
Are sort of just gossip channels now, don't you think, champs? They act like they're just gossip channels now, without any real journalism and real research happening.
Well, then what's your side?
They report on all this based on leaks from two former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team.
What happened?
If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth.
And what was the truth?
But apparently that's just too much to ask.
Where's the truth?
If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are, actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM.
So what was the statement they released then? Exactly. That's what I was wondering about too. Wow. What is this?
Say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened. I even used the word inappropriate, purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh? Including these defaming articles.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place. I mean, how would each of you look if all of your private DMs, your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected, and taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words?
So what,
And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never happened here.
Okay.
We're talking about allegations that Twitch made against me as a half-baked reason for justifying their actions of suspending and shutting down my channel. Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal! You see, I engaged...
Yeah. This is something that should have bore more fruit. Okay? It should have bore more fruit the moment that the moment it came out. Okay, not every freaking detail has been said. 4 years after the details were said here, he did not at all give his side to all this until he has every single piece of evidence needed to actually make it clear to everyone else. Basically, there's no analyses at all for what Twitch had done in regards to his actions and in regards to his speech. But using whispers to actually do certainly a crime. If that actually passed to law enforcement bodies and they don't deem it as serious, they don't deem it as anything that's related to, okay, it already gets to there, right? If they don't deem this as serious, they don't deem this as breaking the law, then somewhere within Twitch, something was wrong. Somewhere within Twitch, something was actually wrong with the report in the first place. Let's keep it going.
Engage with my community. I engage with other streamers. And through Twitch Whispers, I communicate with Twitch users. Okay. Conversations that consisted of a variety of playing games and gaming politics, content creation, random stuff. This was the extent of my whispers with this Twitch user. On June 21st, 2020, my ex-Twitch partner manager learns that I exchanged whispers with the Twitch user.
This is the meat of the story that I'm going to tell you guys. When one of his team members learned about him talking to the user, this is the part where it begins.
And I say ex-partner manager because for years, this guy didn't do anything for me, my community, or my channel. For years. I'm talking no front page love. You're talking about the face of the platform, right? Literally, the face of the platform. And I know Champions Club remembers this. We got zero front page love on the website. He was never on my channel. He didn't follow me on Twitter. He wouldn't even inform us about Twitch rival tournaments. We're talking about the 2-time Twitch rival tournament. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you want to play in it?
Basically, someone in his team wasn't actually in the same vibes as Dr. Disrespect. This is the person. This is the person in question that Doc is talking about right here.
Got zero support from this guy. And it was just so obvious that he carried a grudge against the 2-time.
I don't know what personal motivations this rat actually has. I don't know what his motivations were for making this, making Dr. Disrespect crash. But this is indeed something that definitely warrants more analysis here. Why cause this?
So after we signed with Twitch in 2019, we asked for a new partner manager.
Okay.
And just a few months later, that ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved with getting me banned. Coincidence?
Okay, I did not see. I did not hear directly of this audio. Oh my god! Oh my god! You know what I think about this? I think that the partner manager that was supposed to leave, he was very sore for finding out he was going to be replaced with someone else. This is what the doc is saying here. That one of his team members felt very sore, already not contributing to the success of Dr. Disrespect. He felt very sore that he was going to be replaced. And so he cooks up a plan, considering that Dr. Disrespect had actually associated with a minor, that he would cook up a plan in which that this matter that the Dr. Disrespect would have in 2020 and 2019, that would be a huge deal. It would make Twitch suspend and ban the guy, all in the context of saying that Dr. Disrespect sexted a minor. This was the rat. He was the one who passed this on to the enforcement body of Twitch. He was the one who passed this information that Dr. Disrespect has been sexting a minor. The information passed to the enforcement body of Twitch. He was the one who misinformed the enforcement body. This was the rat who misinformed the actual enforcement body of Twitch. Therefore, giving them the opportunity. Okay, and I say this opportunity because there's one other angle that is actually not said here yet for you guys to actually understand the gravity of this entire thing. The reason why Dr. Disrespect was actually banned, not because of this rat, but it's something deeper, something before. Some matter before the rat was concerned on this, was actually taken in concern for this. Alright?
Now what?
The Twitch user tells the ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. I'll repeat that sentence one more time just in case anybody missed that.
The user made it very clear on her own terms. Okay? Nothing happened. She's not reporting it. She's not reporting it. She's not making that report. This is the meat of the thing. This is the meat of the thing.
The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch.
Because nothing happened. This is the meat of it.
But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's Special Operations Team receives and reviews the user's report.
Okay.
They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team.
That was the first attempt that failed. The first attempt to frame Dr. Disrespect as a felon failed. The first attempt. This is only the first attempt.
Okay.
That would have been the end.
Yeah,
That should have been the end.
That should have been the end of it.
But that partner manager, oh boy, did he had it out. He had it out for the two-time. He finds out that no further action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch.
He had an insider inside Twitch's enforcement body. That made me fucking seized. It made me so pissed off. This is the actual crux of the problem. It wasn't the whistleblowers of Twitch. It wasn't. Basically, it wasn't Connors. It wasn't Cody Connors who was actually the main fault that the allegations are coming out like this in 2024. Basically, in 2020, there were guys within Twitch. Actually, there was one disgruntled guy within Dr. Disrespect's team who carried this report to Twitch. Not actually to Twitch, but to disgruntled members of Twitch. So basically, they're only looking for a simple excuse for Dr. Disrespect to be suspended and banned. You are going to hear more about this, okay? You are going to hear more about this.
Twitch's law enforcement response team.
Right.
Basically, he used a friend. I used a friend who was working in the enforcement body in the first place.
He escalates the report to a friend on Twitch's LER team.
Okay.
So a day later, on June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the Whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team.
Uh-huh.
Mind you,
How do you know that?
this director is on vacation at that time and does not have access to their computer or work files. Let me just remind you, I went through a
That is the very cunning. That's where it is very cunning. That is where it is entirely cunning. For this friend to actually be in the... Okay, this is where it's cunning. The friend of the ex-partner manager is in the offices of Twitch. He or she, whoever this is in the offices of Twitch while the boss was on vacation. This was the opportunity he needed to actually discuss this in detail. This is where it gets absolutely disgustingly better. This is where it gets better. The details.
a big time arbitration. Okay. And you discover a lot of stuff.
I guess that's how.
Mind
have
you,
to
this director is
discover-
on vacation at that time. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the Whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't. Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch.
This is while the director was on vacation. He did not have access to his own computer. He did not have access to his own system. This was underhanded. This is underhanded. An underhand strategy. Let me just rewind this for a bit, okay?
This director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't.
It's taken out of context. Given to the director, He doesn't have time to study this because he was on vacation. He doesn't have access to the systems in Twitch. God.
Aren't.
Look, I don't care if the director is on vacation, but when it comes to things like this, you don't take your own vacation. You don't take your own vacation as a priority. Okay. There are ways this could have ended there. This could have been prevented right there. This could have been prevented right there. Oh my god.
Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh? The NCMEC. Twitch submits that report. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Guess what? As far as I know, and over 4 years have passed, they didn't do anything with the report. As far as I know, they didn't escalate Twitch's report.
So, Twitch acted against Dr. Disrespect, but as far as any official law enforcement body is concerned when it comes to this entire issue, after seeing Dr. Disrespect suspended or banned, they deemed him not a threat at all, because the entire context of this thing has been completely skewed to the point that the allegations were false. The allegations against Dr. Disrespect were false.
To law enforcement. Mind you, the same people that made this decision admit internally that the messages did not constitute sexting. The same people that made this decision at Twitch admit internally that the messages did not warrant any child sexual abuse material charge. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received.
Okay.
This is the result of general negative sentiment by executives of Twitch. Basically, a rat within his team actually takes information, misleading information about an alleged crime, takes it to his friend in the enforcement body of Twitch, takes it out of context for the director to see, who is in vacation because the director doesn't have access to the systems, and that they eventually made a decision to suspend him first and then ban him later. Now, it came out that after further examination of the context of the report, it was in internal communications and internal follow-ups that this was not true. The allegations against Dr. Disrespect were not, in fact, true. No form of sexting exists within the whisper messages. And it was eventually determined also that in official law enforcement organizations, like definitely really just police, none of that as well consider it a crime. So basically, no sexting of minors has ever happened within the platform, and this does not warrant a crime. So no charges were even brought against him. That's the reason why no charges were brought against him in the first place. Not only was there a disgruntled member in his own team, but the platform actually banned him anyway. The platform banned him anyway, and it is from The reason that there is general executive, that is negative general executive sentiment against Dr. Disrespect. They booted him out regardless of what he had done or had not done. The sheer mockery of his reputation as a streamer was stained. And considering how big of a problem this was, legal talk had actually blocked both parties from saying the entire context of this. And after 4 fucking years, the allegations that were eventually being revealed that are coming out against Dr. Disrespect, even that is not true anymore. Even this is not true anymore. I am seething. I'm not a contract streamer, but this is disgusting. Twitch hid this for 4 years. They only looked for an opportunity to remove him. Holy shit! I'm just gonna make this very clear. Never have I seen myself so disgusted. Whether you become famous or not, if people don't like you on Twitch, they will remove you. They will look for any excuse to remove you. At any time. At any place. If you become successful in one platform, but the executives do not like you, to the point that they would be looking for excuses to ban you from the platform, they will. I took it at face value. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh my god. I am so sorry. Look, there are reasons why I'm acting out like this, okay? Give me a moment here. Just give me a moment here. There is a reason for me to actually feel like this.
I was wondering where it was, but hold on. Actually, this is it. Alright. This is it. This is the tweet. While I lost respect for Dr. Disrespect after that tweet, the tweet in question was concerning the allegations against him. Okay? That's the actual context of it. While I lost respect for Dr. Disrespect after that tweet, I can't help but think Twitch also heavily advised he does not say anything for legal reasons. Not only did he cover it up, but he agreed to it, and so he said nothing. But I don't care. What he had done was wrong, and he should have taken the fall even if it meant his career would go down the drain. His family integrity? Shattered. I don't care what y'all say about this, but his integrity as a father is shattered together with it. He should have said no, but he did it to be sure things are quiet. Bro, what the literal hell did you do? You didn't reflect, so you just went and canceled yourself. You took the easy way out. In this case, you lost my trust. You should have taken the higher road. For this reason, we are done. This was the tweet, actually. For him to actually admit that he was hiding this, especially to avoid a lawsuit, honestly, he should have said something, regardless. I even put up a short right there. I will not be removing that because if it is all false, all what he has done ever since 2020, I'll even be removing this short. I don't need to maintain that any longer. If the evidence that points to him that it was all false, the short that I put up on YouTube will be removed immediately. And I would definitely be apologizing to him a lot for this. I would be apologizing to him a lot profusely for this. Just like I am right now. He doesn't deserve this. If this is actually false, all the allegations against him were actually false, then oh my god, he deserves my apology.
But let's continue where we left off. Let's hear the rest of his message. and see how we're gonna gauge this. Okay? We need to know how we gauge this. We need to know how we're going to gauge this from now on. Okay? Let's continue and let's finish what his statement about this the allegations. Okay?
So it's 16
Twitch
or
makes
17.
this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user,
Yeah.
or any other third
The 16
party,
or
including the
17.
partner manager. It's fucking unbelievable!
When I'm actually asking myself here, though, when did he realize that my partner? I think he realized it and actually called it already when his partner manager had already left the team. When his ex-partner manager already left the team. I think that was the time he knew who actually did it. No, why did he not say anything? Why did he not leak? I don't know. Maybe he did not say anything because he didn't want to bother because Twitch hates him. Because even if he wanted to actually expose the rat right then and there after he was banned, he didn't want to even bother because Twitch hates him anyways. So let him not. He would. He doesn't. He said he might. Dr. Disrespect might have said no. He doesn't want to bother anymore. He doesn't want to bother with it anymore. Makes this all the more sadder. Which makes him all the more sadder here. I think this is a sad situation.
I'm not going to get into every detail regarding my legal case. But these former Twitch employees that claim to have firsthand knowledge, they just don't have a clue. They didn't.
See, so the entire time, Doc had a rat in his own team. Damn.
Didn't report any facts. The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal. So then why did Twitch use these messages against me? Why did Twitch treat the doc so differently from their other streamers? I mean, outside of the obvious. You just take a look at me. Hey, unfiltered. The realest motherfucker in this industry. 6'8", gorgeous, athletic, successful, college degree, college athlete, bourbon business, gaming studio, beautiful family. And trust me, we've worked hard for over a decade to improve as a person, a husband, and father, and to get where we're at today. I mean, I'm in such a good place today. And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. I'm not perfect.
No one is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't claim to be perfect.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. But I also didn't do all the shit that they're saying I did. But then that doesn't make a story, right?
Okay.
They wanted media attention. The media wants controversy.
Sure.
What for them? What is it for them to be just more famous and then they just get more exposure to? Oh shit! Oh shit! That shallow, only for exposure. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. They have to be that shallow. They just want the exposure. To kick him out just because he deserves it, just because there's out of context information that was passed on to Twitch. And then Twitch makes that an excuse to just keep him out of the platform. For I hate you guys so much. Which you are executives, but if I ever get off from the chair that you call the littlest chair possible. If ever I get off that little chair and somehow I surpass the likes of Dr. Disrespect when it comes to virtue, I'm just gonna laugh at you guys. Right now, I just hate you. I really do. If the allegations were entirely false, and oh my god. He doesn't even want to bother coming back to Twitch just because the executives hate him. But the audience loves him. I feel like him not resolving all of this. I feel so shallow, right? I feel so shallow right now. I feel like something was cut out from my soul when it comes to trusting a platform. I feel like it's so shallow for me right now. He never deserved to be kicked off the platform just because executives hate him for his own fame there. I feel like it's a shallow way of just God. Let's unpause this.
And by sensationalizing all this with big, inaccurate headlines like sexting and sexually explicit, you all got what you wanted at the expense of the tube time. The reality is, they wanted to cut down the doc. Plain and simple. Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here. Example number 1. A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent.
Okay.
Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to
stream?
assert his intent to determine whether his contact was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies. Why wasn't I called into a meeting?
Uh-huh.
Well, shit.
Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs?
Oh,
Example
boy.
number 2. Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract.
Wait, what? Hold on. No. That's twisted. What? Nothing was enforced against him when it comes to statements of pedophilia. Oh my god. What the fuck? What?
Example number
Who's that?
3. Streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves.
Are you... What the hell?
Never suspended, but instead, given a multi-million-dollar contract.
Who was that?
Whoa. No. No. What? Excuse me?
It's so obvious that certain Twitch executives, employees involved had personal biases against the doc and used all of this as an opportunity to terminate my contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this too. The doc's termination lines up with 2 preferable, profitable, and expensive streamers leaving Mixer.
Oh, Shroud and Ninja. Yeah.
As soon as Twitch knew that Mixer had failed, and go look at the timing. These other expensive streamers needed a new streaming platform.
So, what? To kick out the competition and put timing into perspective on this, so they removed Doc and welcomed back Shroud and Ninja. No fucking way. No. This is just... Hold on.
So Twitch rushed through its decision to terminate the 2-time.
And used the out-of-context disinformation from the enforcement body to remove him from the platform.
You see, I shouldn't even be banned from Twitch.
Yeah. Okay.
It has affected us on so many levels. Back in 2020 and now in 2024.
No, okay, Doc is not saying any names, but Asmongold already knew who the mixer streamers are. Hold on. No, I don't want to believe it. I thought Shroud and Ninja are straight and good already. Look, they got their own platforms, okay? No shot it's to this extent. No shot is to this extent.
And Cody, Connors, I just have to say it again. Why would you do this?
Was he going to sue him or not? Like
I said,
that's the thing.
This was
like,
handled professionally years ago.
Because you're
no
not going to
fucking
sue
wrongdoing.
him. Who cares?
But because of you, Cody,
Oh, here we go.
we just lost. Fuck, man.
Whoa! What did the chat say? He won't sue. Wait, hold on. He won't sue him. Doc knows. Okay. Annotation removes. Put stable value in. Okay. He won't sue him. Doc knows he's in the wrong. No. Oh wait. Now my shit's getting twisted. Hold on.
Okay, you lost a lot of money.
Unfortunately, we have to lay off people from Midnight Society.
So, what are you gonna do?
Because of you, Cody.
You gonna sue for defamation? Yeah, that's what he needs to do. I mean, if it's not true, he needs to sue him. It's not even a question.
Wait. That's actually true. If Dr. Disrespect did not do that allegation, did not do what is in the allegation in the first place, he should sue the one who is actually calling him out for it for defamation. Uh-oh. Wait, what's going on here?
You know, through all this, we are where we are.
What are my thoughts? I'll talk
I'm
about
like a
whenever
fucking
I...
man. And I'll accept it. But I don't accept to sitting quietly by and let these idiots attack me with false accusations. No.
Okay. Then...
For all these doc haters out there, too, oh,
then...
man. The ones that project and worry about everyone else's problems, right? I can't understand that mindset. I could care less. We've always stayed in our lane. But somehow, some way, these people, they just get in our lane.
Uh-huh.
For all you doc haters, I'm sure you'll just dissect all of this and still find a way to publicly criticize me. Do what you need to do. I'll say this isn't for you.
Uh-huh.
This was for my team today, my community, my friends, la familia that have supported me. And I'm not denying the exchange of whispers, champs. I'm not denying that to all of you out there. It looks bad. I have no way of knowing if the Twitch user thought our exchange of whispers was inappropriate. If it was, I apologize. All I know is that I never did what Twitch, Cody Connors, or the public is claiming that I did.
You're gonna show them or not?
You're gonna have to show show whatever you can to really just clear your name. At this point, if all he's just saying here is because of conjecture and trying to defend himself, he really needs to show something to really clear it all. Otherwise, this stain that he has, whether he actually did what is in the allegations say or not, whether he did these things or not, if he wants to clear his name, he really has to show what he should to clear his name. Because everyone else would just look at him with disdain for the rest of his life if he doesn't. It's clear that's the next course of action, right?
You got a screen behind
That's
you.
it. I'm not saying anything more about any of this, right?
So
Unless I need to, because trust me, I have more I haven't disclosed.
tune in next time.
I just want to get back to what we do best. Put on a show. And climb our way to the tippity top of the mountain, man. In our own lane.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
So you're gonna show the messages, or are we gonna sue Cody Connors? Here's what's interesting about Cody is that if Cody said something that he was sexting a minor and that he had intentions to meet the minor, if he said that and Doc lost money on it, which very clearly Doc lost money, you really think that Doc didn't lose money because of these accusations?
He
Of
lost
course he
money.
did.
Yes.
So if Doc lost money and the accusations aren't true, then how is this not defamation? And how is Cody not being sued into oblivion?
That's true. Except nothing has been proven from these allegations at all. Not yet, at least. This has not been proven legally in court. This has not been proven legally in court. Not yet. Not been proven legally in court, so basically, nah. Not yet. But if he is not even going to pursue Cody Connors for defamation, then the whole thing is not finished yet. This entire thing is not finished yet. Guy Beam's journey to end this is not finished yet. So basically, he's not in a rush. This will drag out, and this will keep coming. This will keep going. So this entire time, this was initiated by a rat in his team because that rat was going to get removed. Passed on to the enforcement body that Guy Beam was, in the words of everyone in Twitch, was sexting a minor. And he was not allowed to say anything because he knew exactly who ratted him out. Except the thing is, it's not ratting him out, it's saying something to make it look like he's being ratted out. The information that was passed from the rat was not an actual crime. So therefore, the enforcement body was enforcing something that was not a crime at all. But still, that gave the heads of the corporation the excuse to remove his ass from Twitch. Hey, move on. We're going to be moving on from this guy because we're welcoming 2 streamers into Twitch with contracts, multi-million contracts, because they deserve it. He doesn't deserve our time. We don't like him anyway, so we're removing him. If it comes out that this thing is actually true and not the other way around, the way the allegations are really saying it, then oh boy. definitely need to just apologize to him. Whether we are big or small in the internet, I'm saying it here. I have to apologize to him if ever these allegations are not true. And if it is actually proven in court, Cody Connors, if this is proven in court that the allegations are not true, unfortunately, my man, you're next in the chopping block. You're going to be defamed for this. The reason why this is a big deal for me is because I do not want to have any beef against a creator who is not even related to me. But this is an issue if there are creators who are going through these kinds of actions and then their own team is taking it out on them because they're going to get fired for not contributing at all to the success or to the reputation of the creator. This is why I'm reacting to things like this. Because it comes out eventually that a creator's integrity must depend on the people who they're associating with, or the people who are working for them. It matters. The thing is, I'm still solo. I cannot look for people yet because I don't have the money to pay people yet because I'm just doing this all for free. I am doing all of this content creation. I am doing all the rants, all the opinions, all the gaming shit for free. Because I want to do it because I love it. I love what I'm doing here. I still love what I'm doing here, but the content creation and the streaming is not even giving me money. But putting that aside, the integrity I have when it comes to relationships with other content creation should not at all include dissing another content creator for things he hasn't done. I thought that things were actually right in the surface right there. Apparently that was a mistake, and a mistake I've made. I made it a couple of times too. I'm not really gonna hide it. There are just things that we need to correct, we need to reflect on it. I thought he didn't reflect on it because I thought Guy Beam did not reflect on it because he's just trying to show face. Apparently, he had a rat in his team. This entire time, he had a rat in his team. He was spreading bullshit about him. And then the Twitch executives only needed that excuse to actually axe him from the platform. He didn't deserve that. He did not fucking deserve this. So, Dr. Disrespect comes out with this information because he's slowly starting to come out with the eventual truth that the accusations against him are entirely false. If it is going to come out at all in a twist of fate that the allegations against him are false, all hell is going to break loose against every hater of Dr. Disrespect. He is being real. He's actually being real about this. Now, this is what... Okay, I'm not sure exactly what Asmongold is going to say about it, but we're going to keep this going. We're going to keep this going. We're going to check if there's anything of substance that we are going to take from this, because what is going through Guy's mind right now? If he doesn't want to sue for defamation, which he should actually, he should sue for defamation.
You see what I'm saying? Because, like, in my opinion, I think somebody is wrong here. Like, basically, somebody here is lying. Now, this is what I think happened. And I have to preface and disclaimer and say this is not what I am sure of, but this is what this allegedly. Dr. Disrespect said one thing in this stream that was incredibly revealing. He said that the person was not a minor in the place that they were at the time. Do you guys remember him saying that explicitly? So, the age of consent inside of the US is between 16 and 18. Some states...
That means, at this context, Asmongold is saying that by the time that he was actually, by the time that guy was actually messaging via whispers on this user, the user is within age of consent inside of the state that they were both in. That they were both in, or that the user was in. Basically, I think it matters that the conversation. I think it depends on the context of the conversation, actually. But if the context of the conversation is, oh, that is something complex. Thing is, maybe he's in another place, and this user is in this state that concerns the age of consent. I'm not sure.
It's 16, some it's 18. To be honest, the majority are actually 16. I could look it up, but I don't want to look it up for obvious reasons. A majority of the states are actually under 18 for the age of consent.
Yeah, true.
That also implies that and assumes that he was talking to somebody in America. Now, he could have been talking to somebody overseas with a completely different age of consent. This is totally unknown. But what I think is definitely known, and by definitely, I mean allegedly, hypothetically, theoretically, possibly known, is that the person was probably not 18. I don't think so. Who cares? I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm not going to tell you what to believe. I'm not going to say you need to do this or that or anything. I am simply providing my analysis on what I think is happened and what I think it is. Now, whether you care or not, that's up to you. I'm trying to look at and see what the truth is, okay? Bans estimating stupid. Sexting is obvious, right? And so, because so Cody Connors said two things that were, so he said two things that were apparently not true. No sexting is what he says, right? Exactly. So Cody says that he was sexting. Twitch says legally that he wasn't sexting, and then Doc also says legally that he wasn't sexting.
That means of the three figures concerned, two were right, one wasn't.
So how is it that Cody doesn't get a defamation lawsuit for this?
Exactly. There are more things right, and there's one thing wrong. Exactly. There's a defamation coming somehow.
I think Doc needs to sue him.
Exactly!
If you want to redeem your reputation, sue the fuck out of him.
Exactly!
And sue the fuck out of the other people at Twitch who said that. That's what you need to do. Because, in my opinion right now is that you're not showing the messages. You're not saying the age of the person. You're saying they were of the age of consent at which the place the messages were received at. What? I mean, your whole career is massively damaged by this situation. Like,
exactly.
I'm talking about Doc's whole career is massively damaged by this situation.
Yes, that's what he should do. Clear his name. Why can't he?
And Cody's is too, by the way. Like, I think it's probably going to be really hard for Cody to get another job now that this has happened. Because, like, if you're working in a tech company, do you want to have somebody that leaks stuff like this working for you? Like, I'd be fucking terrified, right? I wouldn't want that. And by the way, I've spoken with Cody Connors before. I know him. I would not say personally, right? I think I met him once. But he's always been really nice and really kind to me. I've had nothing but positive interactions with Cody Connors. I worked with him on, like, a couple of things, like, you know, like, literally over 5 years ago. So, like, I don't have, like, a vendetta against Cody. But I'm saying that, like, if this is not true, he needs to get sued.
Exactly.
Because this is a situation where, like, somebody needs to get burned at the stake, and it's going to be one person or another.
That's true.
Because somebody did something incredibly wrong. That's what I think happened.
Oh boy.
Someone is lying and someone is wrong. He won't because it's true. This is what I think happened. He can sue Cody for breaking the confidentiality clause. Well, he can also sue him for defamation. Why do you need to show messages if law enforcement agencies and Twitch took the position of no wrongdoing here? To clear your name in the public space. Look at
Exactly! Exactly! You need to clear your name of any wrongdoing so that you would not be looked or frowned upon by the public if you want them to treat you correctly, as they should. As they should! As they should! Look, even I think about this very seriously, okay? If he was being defamed for something he did not do, definitely he should sue people. He should sue people who defame him for the defamation, for things people are saying about him that he did not do. I completely agree. I completely agree. He has lost his reputation because of these things. He has lost his reputation because of these things.
Johnny Depp. That's the reason why.
Yeah, exactly. Johnny Depp situation called for that as well. All right, I'm just gonna rewind it a bit, okay?
Doing here? To clear your name in the public space. Look at Johnny Depp.
Exactly.
That's the reason why. It's because this is going to follow him for the next 10, 20 years.
Exactly.
People are always going to bring this up.
Johnny Depp was cleared of this too. And Amber Heard's reputation has already sunk. It was sinking by then. It had already sunk by now when the second Aquaman team actually come out. No, the third Aquaman. No, the third Aquaman? Hold on. Wait. First... oh yeah, Aquaman 2. When it came out, Amber Heard's reputation was already down the drain. Whatever remaining screen time she had, it was only just for auxiliary purposes, okay? It was entirely for auxiliary purposes. It is not for making a name for herself. She had lost her reputation by then. Okay? It makes sense that if you want people to look upon you, to look at you not with disdain anymore, if you want people to look at you with a positive look, you gotta tell them that you're clean. And you cannot do that if there are some who are looking at you, if there are still some who are looking at you with disdain, and if you are in the public space eventually looked at with disdain, you've got to clear your name legally. You've got to clear your name legally to tell others and to prove to others that you are not in the wrong. Asmongold is correct.
People aren't going to want to work with him. This is this is huge. Like, this is like, there are only like 3 bad things that you can do. This is one of those things. It's like inappropriate interactions with a minor, rape, and probably one other that I can't think of, right?
Except this is only talking about conversation-wise. Conversation-wise, yeah. To prevent it, of course. There are laws that prohibit you from doing as basic something like this. So thinking about it also in another way, it is especially not allowed for you to actually associate with the premise of actually committing the crime. In which case, if this allegation is not true either, look, it's already proven that he did not do this in the premise of seeking an affair, extramarital affair. If he did not seek this extramarital affair at all, then in the basic terms, what did he whisper? What did he use the whispers for? He didn't. He was being wronged by his own team, and that ex-partner manager. Hopefully, he was fired. Hopefully, he rots somewhere so that he would be forgotten in the gutter or something like that. He did not deserve what was coming to him. He really didn't deserve it. I think I'm actually going to end it here. I'm actually going to end the reaction here.
He didn't deserve it. He absolutely did not deserve it. It feels wrong. It felt very wrong for him to judge it the way things are. How did it get to this point? How did it get to this point? I mean, so the entire time he was ratted out by his own ex-team member, who was eventually dismissed because he found out that he was ratted out for something you didn't do. He was ratted out for something that he didn't do, and then eventually later, the allegations come out again, and then it was being expanded upon to the point of asking yourself, is this even actually true in the first place? It's insane. That is absolutely fucking insane. The level of detail when it comes to this thing, it is surreal. It is very, very surreal how information can be twisted because of your reputation in the platform, and then it can be brought up against you out of context, and then you can be dismissed just like that. It is just surreal how content creators or streamers can be wronged just because of convenience. Just because of convenience. Are you serious? Contract after Dr. Disrespect. Twitch contract after Dr. Disrespect ban. God. This was the talk of the town. And everyone's hiding. It's hiding the fact that Dr. Disrespect was wronged by his own team member. Oh my God. If the allegations are proven false, this defamation lawsuit is the next thing he should do. My God. Guy B, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a very big favor. Sue for defamation. If the allegations are entirely not true, you have got to sue for defamation. Do yourself a favor. Please, do yourself a favor. Clear your name of any stains and help yourself. I'm going to apologize to you profusely profusely. I should not have said any wrong things on Twitter at all. I should not have said any of the wrong things that actually implicate you for this. It is even... The apologies are warranted. The apologies are warranted. I thought he should know. It is not something that the worst thing is I should not wish upon you. I am not wishing on you. Okay? This is from creator to creator. This is a talk between creator to creator. Your integrity is more important here. Give yourself better integrity. Give yourself better integrity. I implore you. I really, really implore you. As for Shroud and Ninja, who are welcome back to Twitch with contracts after removing Dr. Disrespect, this one is huge. This one is absolutely huge. I mean, I'm not sure if this site is real, but if it is, .esports. Hold on, I'm not sure if this is actually real, because forget Dr. Disrespect. Where are Ninja and Shroud? I mean, seriously. I guess this was known for a while. I guess the link between the two events of removing Dr. Disrespect and then signing on Ninja and Shroud to contracts, maybe it is because Twitch needed to make more worth with their money, and they wanted to just boot him. That's a diss track in itself. Twitch, that's not a diss track in itself. It should be a crime. If the allegations are definitely not true, guy deserves better. Twitch. He's no longer streaming on your platform. Personally, he's taking that very personally. Twitch. You should have done him right, but nope. You just stayed within your money-making principles. Money-making principles. You don't have principles, Twitch. Just like the rat in his team, you guys don't have principle. You only care for the money-making. You only care for the money-making. You're losing reputation. You should lose reputation. You should. I hate you guys for this. You execs had to make that decision of booting Dr. Disrespect in exchange of two streamers who are going to make you money. I hate you execs. I really, really hate you guys. I really do. I really do.